thou live by the Tabor?
No, sir, I live by the church.
Art thou a churchman?
No such matter, sir. I do live by the church, for I do live in my house, and my house doth stand by the church.
So thou mayst say the king stand by the beggar dwell near him, or the church stand by thy Tabor, if thy Tabor stand near the church.
You have said it, sir. To see the sake, a sentence is but a sugar plug to good wit. How quickly the wrong side may be turned outward.
Nay, that's certain. They that dally nicely with words may quickly make them wanted.
I would therefore my sister had no name, sir.
Why, man?
Why, her name's a word, and to dally with that word might make my sister wanted. But words are very rascal since bonds disgrace them.
Thy reason, man?
Troth, sir, I can yield you none without words, and words have grown so false that I loathe to prove reason with them.
I warrant thou art a merry fellow and carest for nothing.
Not true, sir, I do care for something, but in my conscience, sir, I do not care for you. If that be to care for nothing, I would it would make you invisible.
Art thou not the Lady Olivia's fool?
The Lady Olivia has no folly. She keep no fool until she be married, for husbands are to fools as pilchards are to herrings, the husband's the bigger. I'm not her fool, but her corrupter of words.
I saw thee late at the Count Orsino.
Foolery, sir, does walk around the old like the sun. It shines everywhere. I would be sorry, sir, but the fool should be as oft with your master as with my mistress. I believe I saw your wisdom there.
Nay, now cost upon me, I'll know more of thee. Oh, there's expenses for thee.
Now Jove and his next commodity of hair send thee a beard.
By my troth, I'll tell thee, I'm almost sick for one, though I would not have it grow on my chin. Is thy lady thin?
Would not a pair of these have bread, sir?
Yes, being kept together and put to use.
I would play Lord Pandarus of Phrygia to bring a precedent to destroy this.
I understand you, sir. Is well begged.
The matter, sir, I hope is not great, begging but beggar. Cressida was a beggar. My ladies within, I shall construe them what you come. Who you were and what you are out of my welcome. I might say element, but the word is overworn.
Here's a fellow wise enough to play the fool, and to do that well craves a kind of wit. He must observe their mood on whom he jests, the quality of persons, and the time. And like the haggard, checketh every feather that closes before his eye. This is a practice as full of difficulty as any wise man's art. For folly he wisely shows his fit, but wise men, folly fallen, can quite taint their wit.
Save you, gentlemen.
And you, sir?
Do you vote well, monsieur?
Voici, votre serviteur.
I hope, sir, you are, and I know it. Will you come to the house? My niece is desirous you should enter, if you're treated to her.
I am bound to your niece, sir. I mean, she's the list of my voyage.
Taste your legs, sir, for the promotion.
My legs would better understand me, sir, than I understand you by bidding me taste my legs.
I mean to go, sir, to enter.
I will enter you at gate and entrance, but we are presented. Most excellent and accomplished lady, the heavens rain odors on you.
That is so rare, courtier. Many odors? Well.
My matter hath no voice, but your own most pregnant can vouchsafe here.
Odors, pregnant, and vouchsafe? We'll get them all three ready.
Let the garden gates be shut, and leave me to my hearing. Give me your hand, sir. My duty, madam, and most humble service. Sir, Cesario is your servant's name, fair princess? My servant, sir, it was never merry worlds, must know the faith was called compliment. Your servant is the Count Orsino, huge. And he is yours, and his needs must be yours. Your servant is your servant, madam. For him, I least thought on him. For his thoughts, will they were blanks rather than filled with me. Madam, I come to what your gentle thoughts on his behalf. By your leave, I pray you, I beg you never speak again of him. But, would you undertake another suit? I would rather hear you solicit that than use it in spears. Dear lady, give me leave. I beseech you.
you did here. A ring in chase of you.
So did I abuse myself?
Myself, my servant, and I fear you.
Under your hard construction must I sit, to force that on you in shameful hugging which you knew none of yours. What might you think? Have you not set mine honor at the stake, and baited it with all the unmuzzled thought that tear his heart can think? What a murder sleeping, and none has shown. Cypress in our bosom hides my heart. So let me hear you speak. I pity you. That's the great love. No, no, not a prize. For 'tis vulgar proof that oft we pity our enemies.
Well then, methinks it's time to smile again. O world, how apt the poor are to be proud. If one should be bait, how better to fall before the lion than the bull? The clock upbraids me with a waste of time. Be not afraid of you. I will not have you. But yet when Winton youth is come to harvest, your husband, your wife is left to reap the proper man. Then let away. Do less.
Then westward go. Grace and good disposition attend your ladyship. You'll do nothing, madam, to my lord.
By me.
Steady, I think I have without the of me. Then you do think you are not what you are. If I think so, I would say of you. Then it seems you right, I am not what I am.
Depends what you were, as I would have you be.
Would it be better, madam, than now it is? I wish it were, for now I am your fool.
What a deal of scorn looks contempt and anger is lit. Murder's guilt shows not itself more soothing than love that you hid. Love's night is new. Sorrow, I swear, by the roses of spring, maidhood, honor, truth, and everything, that I love thee so. And longer all thy crime, nor wit nor reason cannot passion hide. Do not extort thy reasons from this clock. For that I woo, thou therefore hast no power. But rather reason thus would reason better. Love sought is good, but given unsought is better.
By my innocence I swear, and by my youth, I have one heart, one bosom, and one truth, and no woman has, nor never none shall be mistress of it, save I alone. And so adieu, good madam. Nevermore will I my master's tears to you deplore.
Yet, come again, for thou mayest move that heart which never more.
No, faith, I'll not stay a jot longer.
Thy reason, dear Venom, give thy reason.
You must needs yield your reason, Sir Andrew.
Mary, I saw your niece do more favors to the Count's servingman than ever she bestowed upon me. I saw it in the orchard.
Did she see thee the while? Tell me that.
As plain as I see you now.
This was a great argument of love in her towards you.
Slight, will you make an ass of me?
I will prove it legitimate, sir, upon you of judgment and reason.
And they have grand evidence before no one, sailor.
She did show favor to you only to cite to excess to awake her for a mass battle, to put fire in your heart and brimstone in your liver. You should then have caught her, and with some excellent jest, fire in your men. You should have banged the youth into dummies. This was looked for at your hand, and this was balked. The guilt of this opportunity you let time wash you. And now you are sailed into the north of my lazy kingdom, where you will hang like an icicle on a Dutchman's beard. Unless you do redeem yourself by some laudable attempt at valor or policy.
And to be any way, it must be with valor, for policy I hate. I am as leaky a Browness as a politician.
Why, then build thee thy fortunes upon the basis of valor. Challenge me the Count's youth to fight with him. Hurt him in 11 places. My niece shall take note, and assure thyself, there is no love program in the world can more prevail in man's commendation of woman than report of valor.
There is no way but this, Sir Andrew.
Will either of you bear me a challenge to him?
Go, write it in a martial hand. Be cursed and brave. It is no matter how witty, so it be eloquent and full of invention. Taunt him with the license of ink. If thou doust him some thrice, it shall not be amiss, and as many lies as will lie in my ship paper, though the sheet were big enough for the bed of ware in England. Set him now. Go about it. Let there be ball enough in thy ink, though thou write with a goose pen, no matter. About it.
Where shall I find you?
We'll call thee at the cubiculo. Go.
This is a dear medicine to you, Sir Toby.
I have been dear to him, lad. Some 2,000 strong or so.
We shan't have a rare letter, but you'll not deliver.
Never trust me then. And by all means, through the youth unto an answer. I do not think oxen and wainwrights can hail them together. Or Andrew, if he were open and he finds so much blood in his liver as will clog the fluid, I'll eat the rest of the anatomy.
And his opposite, the youth, bears in his visage no great person of cruelty.
Look where the youngest friend of 9 comes.
If you desire the spleen, and will lap yourself into stitches, follow me. Yon to go Malvolio is turned to heathen, a very renegado. For there is no Christian that means to be saved by believing rightly can ever believe such impossible passages of grossness. He's in yellow, stalking.
And Buzzgarter?
Most villainously, like a pendant that gave the school of the church. I have dogged him, like his murderer. He does obey every point of the letter I dropped to betray him. He does smile his face into more lines than is in the new map of the augmentation of the Indies. You have not seen such a thing as tis. I can hardly forbear hurling things at him. I just know my lady will strike him. And if she do, he'll smile and take it for a great
Come, bring us where he is.
Oh, not about what we troubled you. Since you have the pleasure of your pains, I'll go for protection.
I could not stay behind you. My desire, more sharp than filed steel, did spur me forth. And not all love to see you, though so much as might have drawn us to a longer voyage. But jealousy what might befall your travel. Being skilless in these parts, unguided and unfriended, often prove rough and unhospitable. My willing love, the rather by these arguments of fear set forth in your pursuits.
My kindness, however. I can only answer make the thanks, and everything. It often turns to shovel out with such uncurrent pay. But where my worth is in my conscience firm, you should find better do. What's to do? Shall we go see the relics of this town?
Tomorrow! Best first goes to your lodging.
I'm not weary. It's too long tonight. Come, let us satisfy our eyes with the memorials of things of fame that drew down this city.
Pardon me. I do not without danger walk these streets. Once in a sea fight against the Countess galleys, I did some service of such noted indeed that were I taken here, it would scarce be answered.
Be like you slew a great number of his people?
The offense is not of such a bloody nature, albeit the quality of time and world might well have given us bloody arguments. And it might have since been answered in repaying what we took from them, which, for traffic's sake, most of our city did. Only myself stood out, for which if I be lapsed in this place, I shall pay dear.
Do not then walk too over.
It doth not fit me. Hold. Sir, here is my purse. In the south suburbs, at the Elephant, it is best to lodge. I will bespeak our diet, while you beguile the time, and feed your knowledge with viewings of this town.
Why are you first?
Happily, or I shall light upon some toy you have desire to purchase. And your store, sir, is for idle markets.
I'll be your first bearer and leave you. For now.
The Elephant.
And to remember.